This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Markel Wright hits this unbelievable three to send Silverado into overtime in the CIF Southern California 4A Regionals against San Diego. The Kyrie Manning ultra clutch three rallies the Hawks within two in overtime. George Thanars banks in the free throw to pull the Hawks within one. Jalen Hartwell drives and scores the go-ahead basket with 30 seconds remaining in OT. And Silverado goes on to defeat San Diego 72-67 to advance to the State Regionals semifinals. 20 seconds to play in regulation. Hawks trail by three. Markel Wright inbounds to George Thanars, quickly to Jalen Hartwell. Hawks know they need a three. Back to George Thanars, out to Markel Wright from way beyond the arc. Biggest basket of his career.
How did it feel when you hit the three? It was a blessing. It was a blessing.
These hot off the full court press action highlights brought to you by Midway Home Solutions. Silverado's Hawks swoop past Kurtz Hill, a 12-point win over the Rebels for an opening round W in the Division IV State Tournament Regional. The Hawks defeat Kurtz Hill 75-63. The Rebels, the team that had eliminated Adelanto in the postseason. Four Hawks in double figures, led by Markel Wright's 18 and 16 from Jalen Hartwell. The Hawks open the scoring. Kyrie Manning with the three. Kyrie Manning, a 5'10 junior, scores 10 on the night. The teams go back and forth trading baskets through the first 6 minutes of the game. Jalen Hartwell drives into the paint, hits heavy traffic, and hits the drive shot 5-3. Anthony Austin to Markel Wright on the breakaway, first of Markel Wright's 13 first-half points. Jalen Hartwell drives and scores 9-6 Hawks. Jalen Hartwell, a 6'2 junior. Kurtz Hill answers with 4 unanswered points, and the visitors take the lead 10-9. Markel Wright's steal and drive to the basket puts the Hawks back on top 11-10. Markel Wright's short runner needed for Silverado to regain the lead 13-12. We are exactly 5 minutes in. That basket sparks a 6-0 Hawks run to end the quarter. Vivid similarities between these teams, very quick backcourts defensively, Hawks and Rebels taking turns creating turnovers, Silverado coming out with the ball this time, and Anthony Austin's basket makes it 15-12. This end of a quarter spurt, an oft-repeated pattern in Hawks' success. This pair of Kyrie Manning free throws close out the scoring in the first quarter. Silverado leads by 5, 17-12, entering the second 8-minute quarter of play. Early sequence in quarter number 2. Kurtz Hill has hit a pair of free throws. Now the Rebels with the steal and into the attacking zone against Silverado's zone defense. Anthony Austin tips the pass, then grabs it for the steal. To Kyrie Manning at midcourt. Around to Markel Wright in the corner. Back to Anthony Austin, who drives, follows his shot, and scores. 19-15 Silverado. Markel Wright up court quickly to Kyrie Manning, 21-16. Another baskets trading sequel, another Markel Wright breakaway basket has put the Hawks up by 7 before Kurtz Hill goes on a run and ties the score at 23. Jalen Hartwell's drive to the basket puts Silverado back up by 2, 25-23, with 3 minutes to go before halftime. Markel Wright, the defensive rebound, up court to the fast-breaking Anthony Austin, 27-23. Anthony Austin withstands the contact and scores 29-23. The 6-foot senior Anthony Austin, the fourth Hawk in double figures this game, he scores 13. Jalen Hartwell to Markel Wright, and the Hawks have the Rebels on the run. This is an 8-0 Silverado run, 31-23. Kamai Keys hits a pair of free throws to make it 10 unanswered points. The 6'2" Kamai Keys has averaged 10 points a game in this his senior season. To Markel Wright in the corner, who hits the 3, the Hawks are not only pulling away, but in fact putting away the Rebels with this end of the first half surge, outscoring the Rebels 22-13 in the second quarter. Jalen Hartwell closes out first half scoring. Silverado leads by 14, 39-25 at the half. 10 of Jalen Hartwell's 16 points in the first 2 quarters.
Jalen, did you feel like you had to pick up the pace in the scoring column to get this team going?
Just a little bit. We're coming off a hard loss with our last game, so my team wasn't really in the game. But moving on forward, me picking it up and motivating them, it helped us all, come together as a unit and, get this W.
Recall Kyrie Manning scored the first points of the game. It is Kyrie Manning repeating that in the second half, 41-25 Hawks. Watch for George Thanars, the tallest of the Hawks. The 6'5" senior, number 5, hits the offensive board and puts it in. It is 43-31 at this point. It'd be hard to select one Hawk as your favorite, but if need be, it'd be hard to omit Anthony Austin from your short list, arguably the hardest working Hawk. This is vintage Anthony Austin following his own shot and scoring. The Hawks open up a 20-point lead in the third stanza. Aiden Benitez, the sharp assist to Jalen Hartwell, who scores with the left hand. The lead balloons to 25 points midway through the fourth quarter. Aiden Benitez, the basket underneath. Hawks non-starters close out the scoring for Silverado as Kurtz hits a bunch of threes of their own to make the final score sound much closer than the contest actually was. That final, Hawks 75, Kurtz 63.
Desert High Transportation brings you this Video Sports Action Highlights report. Desert High Transportation provides reliable and dependable non-emergency transportation for ambulatory and wheelchair passengers. Call 760-998-1487 to set up your appointment. Victor Valley College Lady Rams, Megan Burt and Sierra Steamer, our first team All-Western State East Conference. Megan Burt quarterbacked Coach Troy Hall's ladies, helping lead the team's complete turnaround from an 0-10 conference record in 2018 to an 11-win season in 2019.
What is your job? What's your role out there? It says point guard, but you scored a lot of points tonight, but just so people know, what do you know is your job one?
I think my job is to help be a coach on the floor, to get my team together and really just be a leader out there for them.
Nice job. Congratulations today. Thank you for these comments.
Thank you.
The 5'2" playmaker is from Aquinas in San Bernardino. Megan Burt led the Lady Rams in assists her sophomore season. Sierra Steamer made an immediate impact on VVC basketball, setting a school record for blocked shots in a game in her first home game as a Lady Ram. Allow us this video sports flashback and narrated action highlights from the Lady Rams' first home court victory of the season. Victor Valley College gets a record-breaking performance from Sierra Steamer in the Lady Rams' 2018-2019 season opener. The 6'2" freshman registers 10 blocked shots, a new school record.
Always since I've been younger, I've always been taller than everybody else. So my coaches used to always tell me to keep my hands straight up because everyone's usually shorter. They'll just shoot into my hands. Being long kind of helps with defense-wise. My coaches have always told me to stay low because it's easier, faster, quicker, stuff like that.
Sierra Steamer led VVC ladies in rebounding, 8 per game, and was the team's second leading scorer, averaging 11.5 points a game. Fellow freshman Destiny Marin receives all-conference recognition, honorable mention. The Serrano Sharpshooters, 13 points per game, third highest in the conference. Sophomore Amber Evans, a fourth member of the 2018-2019 Lady Rams, to be named to the all-conference squad. The former Oak Hills Lady Bulldog receives honorable mention. Amber Evans also represents VVC, selected to the Sophomore Showcase Team, a collection of all-stars who will compete
March 15th in Ventura in the North-South All-Star Game. Michaela Hughes, the former Serrano Lady Diamondback, and Megan Burt, also named to that Sophomore Showcase All-Star team. Having 4 players named to the All-Conference team, in large part attributed to VVC's third-place finish in conference standings. Another measure or standard reflecting the tremendous success of the 2018-2019 team, 10 players in uniform and playing in their final game of the season. In seasons past, the Lady Rams have finished the year with only 5 eligible players. Set to return and constitute a solid nucleus for Coach Troy Hall's 2019-2020 team, 5'10", Kendall Clark Davis out of Riverside Prep. Heavens Bonner, former Hesperia Lady Scorpion, she's 5'7". Viviana Rojas, 5'9", graduate of Adelanto, who plays guard or forward. 5'8", Serenity Diaz, who played her high school ball, and Oak Hills Lady Bulldog. Diminutive Destiny Reed Casey, the graduate of Silverado High School's Lady Hawks program. We bid happy trails to the departing sophomores of 2019 and look forward with anticipation of further and greater success for the Lady Rams of 2019-2020.
The Community Table Restaurant Online Sports Report. Action highlights brought to you by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting Victor Valley teams and athletic programs. Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Drive. Bid fast and last. World-class auctioneers, family-owned and operated liquidation experts. Midway Home Solutions in Victorville, providing highest quality home appliances at discount prices for 6 decades. Valu Quality Truck Body, family owned and operated since 1954. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Desert High Transportation, reliable and dependable non-emergency transportation for ambulatory and wheelchair passengers. High Desert Sports Training, providing proven training concepts. Call to schedule a free evaluation. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting High Desert teams, athletes, and sports programs. 3 Victor Valley College Rams are 2019 All-Western State East Conference selections. VVC's 2 top scorers receiving first-team honors. VVC's leading scorer on the year, Jermaine Owens, is also the top scorer in the conference. The 6'2" sophomore out of Harupa Hills in Fontana averaged 19.5 points a game overall, 24.5 points in conference play. He was the VVC assists leader with 75, 3 assists per game. Jermaine Owens also recorded the Rams' highest free throw percentage, 74.7% on 112 of 150 free throws. Alton Thompson is first team All-Western State East Conference. Alton Thompson led VVC scorers in conference games, averaging 25.4 points per game in the team's 10 Western State East contests. On the season, the 6'4" freshman out of Riverside Prep averaged 17.5 points per game in the team's 26 games overall. He trailed Jermaine Owens in highest free throw percentage by but 0.2%. The dynamic Skywalker with the incredible vertical leap undoubtedly topped the league in thundering slam dunks, both on offensive rebounds and alley-oop assists from teammates. Fellow freshman Eric Figueroa is named to the 2019 All-Conference team, a second-team selection. The 6'6" graduate of Fontana's Summit High School led the Rams in post-production in terms of rebounding, averaging 7 boards a game. Eric Figueroa is the third Rams player to average in double figures, scoring 10 points a game.
The 2018-2019 Rams player right behind Eric Figueroa in rebounds per game is Darnell Crouch. The 6'2 freshman out of Apple Valley High School averaged 6.9 rebounds per game. With Darnell Crouch, Alton Thompson, and Eric Figueroa on track to return, Coach Ricky Thomas has a solid nucleus of front court standouts ahead for 2019-2020. Tyree Jackson, another former Apple Valley Sun Devil, leads the contingent of this year's freshmen in line to bolster next year's backcourt. Pflugerville, Texas freshman Lawrence Hill is but 5'8", but is also another team leader in offensive rebounds. The 2019-2020 Rams look to improve on this year's 14-16 overall record. They finished 4-6 in conference play. Here is one most favorable aspect of first-year head coach Ricky Thomas's 2018-2019 Rams. 7 Rams on this year's roster are from local schools, including 2 of the 3 sophomores on the squad, Trayvon Rome of Silverado and Harwant Chahal of ACE, the Academy of Academic Excellence in Apple Valley.
Harwant, how would you sum up your 2 years at VVC?
It was a great experience. It was honestly just an opportunity to play college basketball when my first scholarship fell through. So I'm glad I got a chance to come out here and play. And honestly, I've just been getting better for my first 2 years. And I'm excited to see how much better I've gotten once I get to the university level.
It was a great season. Rest in peace to Coach Johnson. You know, he's a great coach. Thank God for Coach Rick to come in and help us become a better team. He always pushed me to my goals.
Any words of discouragement to the local players who say, you know, I've got to get out of this area to play my first couple of years?
Honestly, the only way we're going to change that is if you come out here and play. You know, you should be proud to rep your hometown. At the end of the day, you did grow up here, so to play for the Rams across your chest, it's a good feeling. No matter what your record is, you just got to rep your hometown because those are your roots.
My words to them is just trying to get into a college and play basketball. That's a true blessing to just play college basketball. Yeah. So just try to go to a college.
Thank you for all your contributions to VVC Rams basketball. Good luck in the future, Trevon.
Thank you.
Bid fast and last. Sold on supporting high desert sports. Bid fast and last. Liquidation of government entities, vehicles, firearms, estates, antiques, fine jewelry, coins, and more. Bid online at bidfastandlast.com.
Ready to kick tires, start fires, kick ass, take names, and rock and roll.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Drive. Bid fast and last. World-class auctioneers, family-owned and operated liquidation experts. Midway Home Solutions in Victorville, providing highest quality home appliances at discount prices for 6 decades. Valu Quality Truck Body, family-owned and operated since 1954. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Desert High Transportation, reliable and dependable non-emergency transportation for ambulatory and wheelchair passengers. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting high desert teams, athletes, and sports programs. Victor Valley College shuts out Rio Hondo for the Rams' 4th win in a row. Ty Tracy blanking the visiting Roadrunners the first 6.
It feels good.
All right.
Yep.
Keep it going.
Miguel Castillo completes the shutout with 3 scoreless innings in the Rams' 3-0 victory. This mid-February matchup is taking place on the coldest, windiest game day imaginable. Leadoff hitter Elion Ortega reaches base on the third baseman's too cold to handle one hopper. Elion Ortega entering this game with 9 hits in his previous 27 at-bats and even 333. The first-year Ram, who was playing at Apple Valley High School this time a year ago, races from first to third on an errant pickoff attempt. Johnny Castaneda drives in Elian Ortega with the infield groundout, and Victor Valley College has all the scoring they would need for the win coming in the opening frame. 6th run scored on the year for Elian Ortega, tying him for the team lead with Johnny Castaneda. Elian Ortega reaches base next time up, benefiting from the Rio Hondo shortstop's throwing error, placing himself in scoring position on the throw wide of first, but he will be stranded. The Rams threaten again in the 5th. Joe Spencer, first of his 2 base hits on the day, the first-year Ram from Oak Hills, the swinging bunt of sorts on which the Roadrunners pitcher has no play. Joe Spencer steals second but will be stranded in scoring position. Eddie Hernandez, another Ram with a 2-hit day. The sophomore out of Aquinas in Riverside leads off the 6th with the solid single to left. Eddie Hernandez winds up at 3rd with 2 outs, but on this very cold day when base hits are few and far between, the Rams do not capitalize on this scoring opportunity. Ty Tracy finishes his day with this strikeout, ending the 6th on his 90th pitch of the afternoon. 6 strikeouts, 3 hits allowed. His comments on his day on the mound, with the high winds making much of what he says inaudible.
I felt good. I felt pretty good out there.
Did you change your approach the second time through the batting order, or just stay with the game plan?
Second time through, I just kind of stayed with the game plan. It was, I don't really catch up with the fastball, so I was just sticking with it. So.
Bottom of the 7th. Brian Spencer on second, following his second hit of the day, a frozen rope ripped into left. Brian Spencer, everyone calls him Joe. Eddie Hernandez comes through with the clutch base hit. It comes on an 0-2 count. Eddie Hernandez stays back and drills the pitch into the alley in right center field. Joe Spencer sprints home easily from second. The stand-up double, Eddie Hernandez's biggest hit of the season. The Rams have their 2nd run, 6th run scored on the year by Joe Spencer. He joins Elian Ortega and Johnny Castaneda as team leaders in that department. The Roadrunners make a pitching change after intentionally walking the hot-hitting Elian Ortega, giving the Rams runners on second and first with 1 out. Coach Irvin Bounds commands the attention of his base runners and hitter Johnny Castaneda. What happens next? Rio Hondo's pitcher. Lack of command on the 1-1 offering to Johnny Castaneda. Eddie Hernandez to 3rd, Elian Ortega to 2nd. And on the very next pitch, the 2-1 breaking ball in the dirt, Roadrunners catcher unable to make the stop. It is all the way to the backstop. Eddie Hernandez scores easily from 3rd, and VVC has an added insurance run. 3-0 Rams, end of 7. The Rams' master of pitching to contact has come on in relief. Miggy Castillo, 4th appearance of the year, all in relief. The second-year Ram out of Corona's Santiago High School records his 2nd save of the season, striking out 2 while allowing a single base hit over 3 innings. Huge factor in the VVC win, an error-free performance by the Rams defense. Rams pitchers combine to hold Rio Hondo to 4 hits on the day. The Roadrunners, a team averaging 5 runs scored per game, sporting a .280 batting average. VVC emerges 6-4 on the year on the eve of opening Western State East Conference play.
Bid fast and last. Sold on supporting Hdsr sports. Bid fast and last. Liquidation of government entities, vehicles, firearms, estates, antiques, fine jewelry, coins, and more. Bid online at bidfastandlast.com.
Ready to kick tires, start fires, kick ass, take names, and rock and roll.
Serious legal problem? Don't go it alone. The other guys have attorneys just waiting to blow you away. Contact Iwanzak. Accidental death? Injured on the job? Contact Iwanzak. Business litigation? Vehicle accident? Unlawful detainer? Criminal litigation? Get the proper defense by going on the attack. Iwanzak Law Firm. Trial lawyers for serious problems.
Barstow College shortstop Judah Wilbur is named Southern California Community College Player of the Week. The Vikings sophomore was 6 for 9 with 3 home runs, a triple, 2 doubles, 5 runs scored, and 5 runs driven in the first week of play. He continues his early season rampage, hitting this home run and driving in 2 more runs against Imperial Valley. He now has 5 homers, 9 runs driven in, and this advice for youngsters who might tend to put too much pressure on themselves trying to please parents and coaches.
You know, I think it's kind of from a mix of my dad, high school coach, Coach Walker, and Coach King, Coach Crank as well. Just have fun, play for yourself, because there's so much pressure as a baseball player, and it's really tough to play this game. And at the end of the day, if you're just having fun and playing because you love the game, it becomes easier. So I'd say definitely just have fun and play for yourself. Don't play for your coach or your parents. Just play for your brothers and yourself.
Designated hitter Adrian Trujillo's advice particularly relevant following the team's tough home field loss to Imperial Valley.
Just keep working. You don't have your bad days, you don't have your good days, but everything should stay the same. You play 100% all the time.
The Vikings' Western State Conference schedule includes 4 games against cross-desert rival Victor Valley College, the first Tuesday in March in Barstow. This Video Sports Online report presented by Midway Home Solutions. Midway features a huge selection of kitchen appliances, home and laundry appliances, electronics, furniture, and mattresses. Midway Home Solutions. Victor Valley College gets a push bunt RBI double from Brian Spencer to drive in Angel Cano from second with the go-ahead run in the 8th. In another Rams come from behind victory, this one a 1-run win over San Bernardino Valley. Angel Cano starts the Rams' winning rally with the long drive to left that nearly clears the fence. Bouncing off the Valley muffler and radiator sign, a stand-up double for the VVC freshman out of Mexicali. Angel Cano explains scoring the go-ahead run in this post-game interview with the help of interpreter Johnny Castaneda's translation.
No, pues me siento muy contento porque pasó
He said that he feels very excited to have been to start off that inning with that double, almost hit it out. But he's happy with that double. He got the jump, he came up with a great push pull we've been practicing on all season. And he executed his job and ended up working right for us. And he was very happy that he was able to do the double-head run.
Nos fuimos arriba y ganamos el partido.
Yeah. Exciting. Way to go. Good job.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. That go-ahead run launched a 5-run 8th for VVC. As it turns out, all those runs would be needed as the Rams survive a Wolverines 4-run rally in the 9th to emerge 7-6 winners. Bid fast and last. World-class auctioneers sold on bringing you these instant highlights and VVC Rams soundbite. High Desert Sports Training, where athletes of all ages, all sports, girls and boys, improve speed, quickness, endurance, and strength on state-of-the-art equipment. The area's only high-performance TreadX 3030 treadmill and hip machine. Coaches utilize muscle memory and speed of contraction drills that develop a quicker, stronger, and faster athlete through proven training concepts. 2 indoor batting cages, 2 baseball and softball pitching machines, ideal for private lessons or entire teams. Enclosed Major League Distance bullpens. Top hitting instructors available for private lessons. Call 760-948-3333 for a free evaluation. High Desert Sports Training in Hesperia, 17485 Catalpa Avenue, Suite B9. Catalpa is just off I. Follow High Desert Sports Training on Facebook and Instagram. Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Drive. Bid fast and last. World-class auctioneers, family-owned and operated liquidation experts. Midway Home Solutions in Victorville, providing highest quality home appliances at discount prices for 6 decades. High Desert Sports Training, providing proven trading concepts. Call to schedule a free evaluation. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. and by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting High Desert teams, athletes, and sports programs. This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events.